Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Today is the court trial for Sakura. Who killed Sakura? We're gonna find out in today's episode. So let's go ahead and load the game. We are ready. I took a shower, my hair is wet, fresh out of the shower, ready to go. Oh my god, so many chapters. Okay, let's get this started. The doors, the ominous music. Here we go. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another, and then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery! What the... Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed!
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body! This is just plain creepy.
Well...
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed!
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura, was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Yup. Come on, it's time to put this to an end. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear run through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into the steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Every time we come here, it gets smaller and smaller. The elevator lowered, muttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and suddenly stopped as always. The ride was over. The doors opened up once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You all know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly... oh my god, Makoto! A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Sure, we'll save again. Like 2 minutes in and we're gonna go ahead and save. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let's go. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I don't think we need to do that.
If you can figure
I don't think we need that,
out, then
Monokuma.
I'll punish-
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Go ahead and spin it around. I gotta remember how to do the trial. Aoi's account. What is Aoi's account? Wait, what is Aoi's account? Aoi's account. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Hiro, I was gonna say Yasuhiro, there we go. Asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She slid the notes underneath each of the person's door. Okay. It was one of you.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, the notes. That's right. Or that's wrong. Whoops. Wrong Makoto phrase.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
Oh, I didn't even notice her hair when she's mad. It like gets all like, what's the word? Spiky.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Spin it around again. Pocket trash. Okay, yeah.
The fact that Sakura wanted to
That's
meet with
Hiro.
all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us.
Hiro
but
needs to say something about
I
not
never
meeting her.
went to see her.
Yeah, this is Hiro's.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
That's a lie.
No, that's wrong.
It's the candy.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well,
You're caught.
I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could have only given the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is because when Sakura got the candy?
I got it!
Oh, yeah, Aoi gave her
I'm not
candy.
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
Hiro?
oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her
Oh,
shining message!
The Toko writing? What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood.
Okay,
right?
but no, why would she write her own name? That just proves that she would be suspicious.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Okay, I think that he wrote the message, because only he could be that dumb.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Oh, that proves that he was in the room where Sakura died.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very
Yeah.
adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Get him, Kyoko. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, it was turned upside down.
You found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Spin it up. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh, okay, what is that one then? I think it's what Kyoko said, but I'm not sure.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Right here? I didn't think so. Okay, I'm kind of confused on this one. Okay, Makoto. I'm confused.
Exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine
This one?
Tucked away on the
I don't know what this
shelf.
one is! Okay. I think I know what to do. I think I need to get the little green thing on magazine shelf.
Exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was
Okay,
discovered.
so I need the magazine and then
And I
Ogre's
can tell you
body.
when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Okay, there we
When I
go.
pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, then we're gonna go back to the body and then we're gonna use that bullet.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
I'm sure you can.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
There we go. Oh my god, I hate doing that part. I hate the bullets that you have to, you know, do the thing on.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Yeah, when?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah. I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. No blood on the finger. Oh, not this already.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30%
Wait,
right.
I need to help. How do I do the thingy to reload? How do I reload? How do I reload? Tab key, okay. Let's see if I can do this.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Tab, where's the tab button?
The occult is bullcrap.
God, I need the tab.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh my god.
Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
I'm hitting the tab button.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
What the
I'm
heck?
at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I'm gonna have to do this one again. I'm gonna have to do that again.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult
my
is
God.
bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
How am I missing?
The occult is bullcrap.
Oh my god. Kyoko's examination.
This should prove it.
I hate doing that one so much. I hate tempo games. Oh my god.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
What?
Then, who did write it?
Your mom.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly
You break.
what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet me as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might give you some energy. Okay, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only
Bro.
chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Okay, that makes sense now.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed
Dang,
Sakura.
owie.
Ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Well, what he had to do after writing the message doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it was hidden back on the shelf.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the
Oh.
magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
So another person must have been involved.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like that? Oh, it should be Toko then, because it's her name.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. She died of poison or something vomiting up because she vomited blood. Oh, God.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind.
Actually, let me see. Status of Sakura's body. Okay. Traces of blood. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that! I hit the wrong one!
First swing, the bottle shattered.
I was trying to hit the things.
She went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is
Oh.
the killer.
Huh. Which one
I
is
didn't
it?
want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
What?
After the first swing,
Oh
the
my
bottle
God.
shattered, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
There we go. Oh my God.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong. 'Cause Kyoko said that she's been hit twice.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Okay, so it's obviously that 2 bottles were used because when we did the scale, the broken pieces were heavier than the bottle that's intact. But we only found 1 chess piece, so where's the other chess piece?
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Chess pieces? It's like starting to become clear. The connection must be the object. It's a chess piece! What do you mean? Chess piece, right? Yeah, chess piece. Can I spell that? C. I need a C. C. H-E. E-S. How do you spell chess? Chess. Piece. Move. P. I-E. E. E. C-I-E. That's hard because I have to spell.
Now I understand.
I don't have basic spelling. What the heck? Basic spelling?
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those four.
And we found the knight, so there had to be a queen then.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
You're so suspicious, Toko.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in.
It was broken.
Maybe then you'll understand.
The bottle, it was broken, yeah.
I got it!
Don't even need to read that
The
one.
bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It proves it. Kyoka and I figured out before. It's the scale. Here we go.
I got
I
it!
got it!
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in the case. It would have been used by second attacker, so Hiro is the first.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Oh, wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in.
And you're just now telling us this?
When I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now
Yeah,
decided
exactly.
to share that with us?
I don't agree with Byakuya a lot, but like, how stupid can Hiro be?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come
You know what?
loose.
I agree. This is the one time I agree.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the locker!
Rec room?
That's where the handprints were.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
I remembered.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Vermin. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it, and she left it here for anyone to find. Okay. Oh, God. No, I don't want to hear about it. I'm not going to waste my time. I know what it is. Actually, I'm probably going to. Oh, God. What is this?
It's a lie.
Hold on.
Nothing. I hate you. I curse you. you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie.
What is the combo?
I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing.
What is the tempo?
It's a lie!
What the heck is the tempo? Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get this. We gotta get this. We gotta get this. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
God, I can't do this one.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
How do you do this one?
No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Oh my god. Okay, final strike.
Enough!
Oh! I hate that part. I hate that so much. God.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand,
Oh.
shall we? That'll clear everything up.
She ain't
right?
wrong.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Just like that?
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
Oh.
I probably did kill her.
Oh.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Genocide Jill?
Give us the details, Toko. What
Yeah.
happened between you and Sakura?
Probably because of Genocide Jill.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
And did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, no duh.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
Oh.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask.
Okay, Genocide Jill. Her? You mean?
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone.
Oh my god.
Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Okay, so I said in the last episode, I think either Sakura killed herself or Hina was involved. The way she's acting now, I feel like she's really trying to pin the blame on everybody else. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Sakura asked her to kill her or something, so that's why she was smiling.
No, not quite
I think
yet.
she's like an accomplice. Like maybe Sakura didn't know that Aoi had put poison in there or something. But she realized when she drank it, maybe that Aoi did it, so that's why she was smiling when she died. I think Aoi's the culprit.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Make your argument. I don't know.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
Oh yeah, she was in a chair.
I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the show.
Okay, yeah, so she was sitting in the chair smiling, that's why. That's what it is.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
So she was still alive. Okay, so that just proves that Sakura was still alive enough to get up, sitting in a chair. So that means Toko and Hiro, they were involved, but they didn't kill her.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Oh, that's why the blood was on the floor over by the magazine shelf. Yeah. Evidence. It was the blood. Yeah, there we go.
I got
I
it!
got it!
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, because the locker was open.
No, I don't think that's possible.
There's the reason why. It's because the locker... I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even
The locker was
we
open.
opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ochre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Oh. Spit it. Oh, the powder. Oh, it is the powder. Why can't I move the mouse?
What
There
was
we
it
go.
that killed Ogre?
Powder.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Oh my god! Owie! I really don't like Owie.
Shoot!
I really don't like her.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Your mom.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What? What is it then? I think what it is
If it
the
wasn't from
Monokuma file.
Genocide Jill's attack,
Oh my god, shut up.
then what was it?
Monokuma file, because it said that she vomited blood.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the
Okay, that's what it was. We're not to the powder yet, I guess. I got ahead of myself.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
How the heck?
If
Just shut
that's
up,
all it
Owie.
was, the file wouldn't have specified
Vomited,
vomited
yeah.
blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
You gotta be thorough.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
You're the only one talking.
But you're
That's
the
what I'm
only one
saying.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Oh, it's on shelf A with the
Where'd you find
supplements.
The shelf is divided up
Yeah.
into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I'm sure where you got it. Shelf of supplements, section A.
I got it!
Yeah, like I just said,
The
Makoto.
poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Because the culprit switched it
Oh.
out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Oh! I couldn't believe my eyes! Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked that what we were seeing. We were so shocked at what we were all seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. But it's if can I read? Oh my god! But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out.
It's protein!
What's so high quality about
Oh,
this stuff?
it's protein.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein.
Oh.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue. I can read, I promise. I sound like a second grader stuttering over here.
This is... it's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein.
But why
powder,
does a poison bottle have protein inside of it and not poison?
which makes one wonder, the poison that should
Yeah.
have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Okay. I feel like it would be really redundant to take the bottle of poison and pour it into the protein. I don't know where it is, but let's just say they swap bottles. I feel like it would be easier to just like switch the like little labels on it. So maybe that's what they did. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in, could it be? I don't know. Could it be what? Oh god, what? Protein drink. I was just gonna say drink. Protein shake. T E N D R I. Oh, I hit the D. I hit the D. R I move in. Oh my god, move. INK. There we go. Protein drink. I was gonna say protein shake.
Now I understand.
Protein drink. There we go.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene? Protein drink. That's the cup that was
You're
placed.
saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying the protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Okay, I think it's Aoi, because when we measured Makoto's shoes, his shoes were too big. So judging from the boys here, I don't think it was a guy, and I don't think it's Kyoko, so I think it has to be Aoi, considering everyone else was like, well, I don't know, it could be Toko, but I don't think it's Toko. I think it's definitely Aoi. The shoes in front of the shelf, the footprints. Footprints. There we go.
I got it!
I got it.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Okay, so if the footprints are around the time of the murder, then it can't be Kyoko, because me and Kyoko, me as in Makoto, we were in the secret room. We were doing our little plot. And so if it's during the time of the murder, then Toko would be in the locker, and then Hiro would be in there and then run, and then Toko would hit her and then run too. So that means Aoi is the only one who can be in there with a smaller shoe size than everyone else.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
I knew it.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
I knew it.
Ogre's killer was...
Did she really kill her?
I did it. I killed Sakura.
Really?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
I think we're the only ones who wear sneakers too, us and Hina. Byakuya wears like loafers. I don't know about Hiro actually. I don't know about Toko either. Kyoko wears boots, because I had that cosplay.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Makoto and Hina.
I got it!
Let me see all y'all feet.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Oh, that's why you asked Makoto. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange.
Yeah,
ever
she's
since
been
the
accusing
trial began.
everyone.
You were in an awful rush
Yeah.
to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe
Me
it.
too,
What
Makoto.
about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink, but when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Oh?
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
Bro's going off.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves, just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Dang, can I put my chapstick on?
How many times do you plan to repeat
I have to
yourself?
keep clicking it.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not
Which
convinced.
is what?
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Oh.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't
Oh,
matter.
she can't.
Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Oh, so she can't prove
No,
it.
it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Yeah, that was on the floor.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that,
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section
Oh,
C
she couldn't have done
to
that.
Section A.
Yeah, no.
Do I have that correct?
She couldn't do that because the footprints... Okay, the powder was already spilled, so the footprints are there. She only went to Section A. She never had footprints going to Section C, so that's wrong.
yeah.
But if that's true... Yeah. Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac?
Big Mac?
Being awfully pushy.
Oh my god, that's cute.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long until you shut up? How long? Until we figured it out. Until I uncover the truth of this case. I'm so sorry, Makoto. I have to make him a little whiny. Footprints. Footprints. Right? Footprints.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Nope. Oh god. This next one.
Okay.
Oh my
and
god.
then?
This one.
I moved from
Yeah.
Section C.
Yeah, I'm overthinking it.
No, that's wrong.
I was trying to make it more complicated than it actually was.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just so nervous. I didn't notice I left the footprint. Ew. Oh, we got you.
Hina, what's the meaning of
We
this?
got you.
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, we got him
And
too.
the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Kyoko showing him.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Oh.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle
Oh.
of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
Like what?
A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found
A piece of glass?
it had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Glass.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Makoto, why don't you explain
I
it?
don't know what it is.
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
A shard of light blue glass Kyuka found in the poison. The window? That's
I got it.
what?
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
How did it? I don't get that.
Window?
Cause okay, how did the glass get there if the bottle's in the chemistry lab? I don't get it. I don't get it.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
But how?
How did a shard
Yeah.
of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window?
I got it!
I'm so
The bottle of
confused.
poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
I'm so confused now.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
You're moving too slow.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Oh, because of the glass. Because, okay, when we broke the window, the glass was on the floor, but then the protein cup was on top of the glass. If the protein cup was already there, then the glass would be on top of it, but it was the opposite. So someone had to plant that cup.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the cup into the rec room after it was opened. I don't know what the proof is. Oh, the glass. Yeah, I do know what the proof is. Empty protein drink?
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So
The
you're
glass.
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Why are you so angry?
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I didn't think that was right for a second.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Oh, we got him.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
He sounds very suspicious, but I really don't think it's him.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Yeah, I just think that he's lost his ego, because he's very egotistical, but we proved him wrong.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein
Oh
can.
wait, I can look at their feet this way. I just noticed. Let me see your feet. I need to see some feet. Doesn't really show me a lot.
Once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
So I think I was right. She did commit suicide.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Him saying please?
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was
Tina,
Hina, right?
yeah.
She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Oh, wait, it was Sakura because there was already stuff on the ground. Oh my god.
I think it was Sakura
Sakura
herself.
did end herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. I need to hit Hina with it. No! I hate this stupid thing! Oh my god. 3 of these in one case is just absolutely brutal.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
I hate you too, Hina.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Shut up, Hina. Oh my god, I got it this time. I finally got it.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the—
This should prove it.
Oh, that was the best I ever done in that. Oh my god, I'm getting used to it, I think.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder
Oh,
stuck to it?
that too. I forgot about that.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
When they killed Sakura, it was herself. Oh, okay, it was herself.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
But of course... Here, this one? Yeah, she made the room, so no one can interfere?
The mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation.
But why?
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
Oh.
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions
She
were.
ran away, didn't she? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Yeah. She was not getting the others. She probably was disposing of the bottle.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Ogre, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No. I killed her.
Oh my god, we already established that you did not kill
That's
her.
enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not. Nothing's over.
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
Girl, what?
We have to end this properly.
Oh my god, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think I have this right. Okay, let's go over this just to make sure. So Sakura gives the notes to the three of these guys, and then Toko's the first to meet up, so she hides in the locker because she doesn't know what Sakura's doing, and then Hiro comes in second, and then he thinks that she's gonna kill him, and so he takes the knight and then hits her and then frames Toko with the book and then runs out. Toko sees everything while Sakura's unconscious, sees the magazine, puts it back and it's upside down, sees Sakura, so she faints because she's Genocide Jill, and then she also takes the queen and bashes her in the head, and so then Sakura takes the poison and when she sits in the chair, and so then she creates the locked room mystery, and then we all show up, and then Aoi takes the poison and replaces it with the protein thing. Okay.
The killer is you!
I think I got that right.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toka, she got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him.
Look at her
So he
big ol'
panicked.
arm. Girl's just like,
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head.
oh, Sakura
and
caught
fainted.
her. Oh, even when she was being abused by these people, she was still so nice. She literally caught her as she fainted.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Can I just say, I love the way that they draw Makoto in the style. He just looks so baby girl.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
But why?
And the one who went to all that effort
Who's Hina? Makoto looks so sad.
was you, Hina.
Yeah, but she's not the Blackened, technically. She didn't
That's
kill her.
the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that
But
right?
why?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to, how were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according
Oh.
to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
You gotta rely on emotions.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, It'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Okay, I don't think I did very well on this one. The last part was actually really good. Okay, you know what? I'll take the A. I cannot believe I got the last, like, boom, 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 boom with Owie done. And then I got an A on this last piece, too. I think I'm getting a hang of it. I can't believe they put 3 of, like, the shooting things in there.
We can all agree you made your point.
Yeah.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
That's the
What's it
question.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I think you know what it's gonna be, Monokuma. I turned the volume up just a little bit because I feel like it's kind of low. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Turn it up a little bit more. So is nobody getting executed then if it's Sakura? 'Cause she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Wait. You better tell me that they're not going to use Sakura's corpse or something, because that's just going to be messed up. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What
So
did you say?
That's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you
And
thinking?
yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is
Because
this?
that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died, it's because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the
I
one to
couldn't let her be
die.
the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean that you were gonna take all of us with you? We have to atone for our sins, because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. You're serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this! Such brutality has made me desperate, so instead of just wanting to be killed, or just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. Is that a suicide note? I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I'll suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me.
I can't forgive
My closest
this!
friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me. My friends are still gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She even thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those people? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Oh, she's gonna say it. Okay, you know what? Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
Boom. 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 Double homicide. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, What happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll go get help.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to get that? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized that I saw someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura, let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone was hurt, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
people blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added weight to all she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we all killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm so sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your own interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know she was thinking, cause her and me.
In other words...
Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already?
Too bad!
Oh my god, you really meddled with it? That's so mean. Oh, I wrote that one. It was on me, baby.
It's true!
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you actually took my scribbles as face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even I had factored it in. Can I speak? Oh my god. Heck, even if it will had... If the will... I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production anyway. Okay? And scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you
I'm
gonna
glad
do?
you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on!
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed!
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I must tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. Oh.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Okay, why are you making me like read in between? If you're gonna read, why don't you just go ahead and read the whole thing yourself? Just saying. They were probably worried until the first murder happened. Nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or maybe moronic? Moronic? I can say that word.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want me to make.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control, and to fulfill the obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I've chosen. Not chosen, that's not a word. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else, no matter what. Just survive.
Oh, Sakura.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still.
What are you gonna
But
do?
in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean the next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, is he gonna try to kill Hina? She didn't do it though. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the false suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
Whether or not there was really a spy never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What
the heck?
What do you want?
This is not how it's supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about this? This is a killing game. It's a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Oh!
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear that others have cast aside their fear for the game.
Don't make me
There's no
repeat
point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost its sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now what can you say about Sakura's death has no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come out of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the
The
heck?
fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
Who's getting punished?
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whoever... just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one bear.
Listen up!
What? I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No! He found Alter Ego in the room! Oh my god! No! Okay, I felt like they were really talking up Alter Ego in the last episode, so... it kind of makes sense. It makes sense. Oh my god. Alter Ego doesn't know what's happening. He's just a baby. Excavator Destroyer. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that it? I mean, it's a computer, but that's pretty lame. I thought Celeste was bad for her execution, but this one's probably the worst. That was awful. You suck, man. You turned them into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew!
That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say the post-workout grub. Chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at. I realized how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but still. When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. It's all for the sake of everyone else. I'm not afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury. Black and muddy and boiling over, it bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shouting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
What? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a baseball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you killed him! This is what you call animism? where the souls dwell within living things, even like laptops. Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, you got in my way. I was trying to figure out things all sneaky.
Just as I
So you
thought.
finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with a laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start. What?
What are you
You
thinking?
knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you can call it, a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to be able to help. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very
Experiencing a
nice.
meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that very low can even get lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody's who died so far, their deaths of the deaths of each and every one of our friends. They all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday I will make you pay for this.
Ba-bum,
Holy
ba-bum.
moly, you're like super mad, like unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more of Sakura's note left.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like to tell you others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery at the school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind on and off the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... You're not gonna tell us? Oopsie doopsie, that was a close one. Another word and that would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. You can't really stop at the most important part. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad that you can't even freaking know, huh?
You guys.
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to go back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. I could never let any of you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sex for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. Let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what it takes. And that's seriously it. Huh, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares about some dead musclehead has to say?
Well.
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, and maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was all that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like before, didn't she? After Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
Hey.
Answer me, what'd you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying that the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and then the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But-
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Yeah, okay, let's just get out of here. But Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back the ego a bit, girl. The kind of clumsy mystery like you. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones who figured everything out. That's
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan on apologizing? How about you just make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flat? Girl.
No!
I'm gonna punch you. I can't suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I go after a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the
That's
heck?
right, I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
Ah.
More biting sarcasm? No wonder you haven't got any friends.
No!
Hey, stop fighting with the Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take me. Girl, what? I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. So we left off with something really sad, and then there's the comic relief. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night had snuck up on us. Okay, this is nighttime. Okay, let's go to bed.
Okay.
Let's go to bed. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I fell into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Up? Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from sleep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Kyoko!
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Kind of funny how Kyoko's already on our screen after all that, but that is where I am going to leave today's episode. I think this might actually be the longest episode in the series so far. It was a pretty long one. This is probably the longest trial, but I feel like this was a really easy trial. Like this one in Leon/Sakura's trial was pretty easy, I feel like. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's episode and you're ready for the next one, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!